to expand his shop again, which we'll go through this later on. But that's basically what he is for the time being. Spend 1,000 souls on him so that later on he can expand his shop for you. We're actually going to equip the Silver Eagle Kite Shield. And we've got a locked house here. So also, one thing I want to mention is the difference between the Iron Parma and the Silver Eagle Kite Shield is what I like is the physical defense reduction, which I'll show you here in the top right corner of your stats sheet here. Physical reduction, basically the 90 means the percentage that you can block. The Iron Parma is at 85, which you can do fine with the Iron Parma as well. We are going to get a better shield later on anyways. But yeah, that is how much percentage you can block a physical attack. And the same goes for magic and fire resist and lightning resist and everything like that too. Alright, so then you want to come to this well next and hit that rock down, and you will get an Estus Flask Shard, which is a very important item, and we'll deal with that after we talk to Sweet Shell Choir. However you pronounce her name. But this is Cat here. So this cat does sell a few things for you. Some rings here, which we will come back and buy some of these rings. And a few items here, which these items do become unlimited later on in the game. And you do have the choice to abandon your covenant, but we're not going to do that. And it does show you your ranks in each covenant. So basically, even if you leave your covenant, I did hear that it does not reset your rank in your covenant. You can enter the covenant again, and you'll still be, basically, if you maxed out the rankings, which I believe each covenant has a max of 3, rank 3. If I leave the Way of Blue and come back, I still will be rank 3 in the covenant and stuff like that. So that's actually pretty nice about Sweet Shell Choir here. But yeah, just wanted to mention that. And also, she'll sell another item later on in the game, which is the feline boots, but we'll talk about that later on. Don't want to give you guys too much information and spoilers and stuff like that right in the beginning of the game here. And this episode again is going to be a lot of talking because we've got a bunch of NPCs here, and I kind of want to give descriptions of what each one does and sells and everything like that. So basically, this is your most important NPC in the game, which this is the Emerald Herald. You can talk to her, and she'll give you your first Estus Flask. So that is basically the most important part about talking to Emerald Herald. He does give it to you later on, anyways. But yeah, that is Majula. That is Majula for you guys. Went through that. Try to go through that as quick as possible. Next area we're going to go to is Forest of the Fallen Giants, which we're going to actually run right over there. And we're not, I don't think we need to stop the video, do we? It is getting at that 15-minute mark, I believe. But yeah, you got a chest here, rusted coin. Rusted coins do increase your luck rate in this game. Run over here, and we've got a lever to your right. Alright, we're just going to wait for this door to open very slowly. Okay. Alright, so you can't just run around and walk in that plank, but you could also just fall here, and that is probably easier way of doing things instead of walking across this plank. Human FG. And you could just walk back up that plank, but I'm just going to show you guys that you can also sprint and jump for this item here. Homeward Bone, Soul of the Lost Undead. Alright, so coming down here, both paths paths lead the same way, so I'm just going to show you guys where this goes. And this basically leads to where we were earlier with the bridge. You can just walk on a plank to get up here and such like that. But that's basically a little shortcut for you guys if you guys want to use that. Then we've got the undead warriors here. This place does have some interesting lore. This is called the Force of the Fallen Giants, which it's called that for a reason, because this is where they fought the giants that invaded Drang Lake. But we've got a bonfire here, which we gotta kill this guy first. Alright. Light the bonfire. And again, you can go to the travel, and now that we unlock Majula's bonfire, we can travel there. We unlock things betwixt bonfire, which is right after the Firekeeper's place. We can teleport there, and we can also teleport to the Crestfallen's retreat, which is in the Force of the Fallen Giants. So I do recommend you open as many bonfires as possible. But I believe there's also a trophy for going through the, or there's also an item you get reward for going through the game without resting at any bonfires. So that can be actually pretty good. I forget what item it is that you get though. And you do see that archer shooting arrows at me. There goes an arrow. Throw a knife. Very nice. We're gonna actually, there's an enemy to the right there. You can see him. We're gonna actually kill this guy first. At least we're gonna try to. Let's back up. Alright. And this guy with the shield does have a bit more defense than the other guys. Alright, there we go. And you might be wondering why this guy is laying here. That's because he is not dead. He will get up and try and ambush you if you run past him and come and grab this item over here. Soul of the Lost Undead. Alright, let's switch that to the Estus Flask. And then running up here. We've got an enemy here. And we've got, you did see an arrow fly right past me. Ouch. One thing I want to note too that I forgot to mention is the blue seal ring here. It does say it increases HP slightly, and it does do that, just quite a little bit, but you know, it could be worth it if you're having a bit of trouble and you don't have any other ring to equip. You can go for that one. Got a path over here with a ladder. Alright, let's watch out. I was trying to stab both of them. Alright, so we're going to use a life gem. Pick up the item here. Soul of a Nameless Soldier. Then we can actually equip put our shield in our left hand now, because we've got a archer up here. Get behind him, you can backstab him. Jump across, and you've got another item over here. Short sword and Soul of a Lost Undead. Jump back over. We can actually secondary, I really highly recommend you secondary a weapon, another weapon, if you are